The other night in a parking lot, some guy was like, you remind me a lot of Ted Bundy. Very interesting choice of last words. You guys laughed. He did not. Murdered the shit out of him. Sorry. Not supposed to say that, but... I don't know. Most people think the worst thing to leave at a crime scene is fingerprints. I think the worst thing to leave is a witness. They were allowed in that parking lot. I had my work cut out for me. You know? Like the jogger who ran by and out loud was like, my body is a temple. And I was like, yeah, because no one's going to find it for years. Because I chased him with a shovel. It was cool. I don't know, honestly, I never knew this. Kind of an interesting tidbit. I never knew that if a service dog, right, when a service dog approaches you by itself without a person, you're supposed to follow it because it means someone needs help. Right? But now that I know that, I can safely assume this sweet dog that I've had for 3 weeks doesn't have anyone looking for it, so... That joke's about me being a great pet owner, but a terrible grandson. I can tell a lot of boomers did not like that joke. No one's taking care of you guys, especially not me. You don't like honesty? Well, you shouldn't have screwed with the economy, so... That's how I get back at you guys. It's cool. I'm not even a political comic, but, no, it's honestly, I never knew this. Or no, I already said that one. Cool. This is already going great. This is comedy. This is comedy, you guys. Jeff was telling you guys you're not drunk, and you know what? That's cool. But as long as none of you are on meth, that's even better. That's what Portland's all about. Yeah. But no, I do think animal jobs are funny. I think it's ridiculous that we give them jobs. I do think animal jobs are really funny. Like they say, like all dogs can smell drugs, right? Just the majority aren't effing snitches. Yeah, maybe that's not the place for this joke. Talking about weed. I don't know. But, I don't know. Can any of you guys tell me, like, how come I never see a seeing-eye dog in an animal abuse shelter? Can anyone tell me? Are they just too valuable, or do blind people just miss every time they try to take a swing? Who are you upset for in that joke? Are you mad that the blind guy missed, or that the dog could duck a punch, right? Smart dog, well trained. I accidentally left a taxidermy pug in my car, and some hero broke my window. Well, they were too late because nobody saved that dog the first time. So. It's interesting. They were so concerned about the dog, not too worried about the taxidermy baby in my trunk. Too much? All right. I'll dial it back. You guys can probably tell from that joke I'm pro-choice. Is that cool here? Does that fly out here in Palm Springs, Palm Desert? You guys pro-choice? No? I don't care. It doesn't matter for this joke. I'm pro-choice, and a lot of people will be like, Alex, you're pro-choice. Doesn't that actually mean that you're anti-consequences? But I'm telling you guys that is not true at all, right? Because whether or not she decides to have that kid, I'm still going to leave the country. But I've been going through the Midwest a lot, and I did learn something. Abortion is murder. But only the way I do it. Well, the really messed up people are laughing at that, so that's my audience. They said, find your audience, and I told them some abortion jokes and found them. So, I don't know, it's crazy. The one time I was outside an abortion clinic, and some lady was bringing her child to the abortion clinic, and I was like, who brings a child to an abortion clinic? Then it like dawned on me, I was like, oh, of course, procrastinators. All right, now that I have you.
That was good.
Thanks. You just don't know how hard this is. It's very difficult. But, I don't know, you guys seem like a really clever crowd, seem like a really smart audience. You guys know that babies, right, specifically newborns, all have a soft spot on the back of their heads because their skulls haven't fully closed, right? What they're not supposed to have is 3 of them because I'm a clumsy uncle. My sister hates that joke, but I hate her kid, so... People get upset. I don't know what it is. People get upset when you drop a baby. People get especially upset when you drop a baby with a disability. I'm not exactly sure why. I mean, after all, it was wearing a helmet. I messed that joke up. That baby wasn't disabled until after I picked it up off the floor. So it's okay. You don't have to like that tag. I do. So, yeah, that's the way to do this. Get hostile with the audience that's supporting you so much. You guys are great. And I'll talk about, my grandma was like a wonderful lady, really, really wonderful woman. And my grandmother's last request was to have her possessions donated to charity, and her body donated to science. The family members screwed up, right? So now there's this medical school wondering why someone sent them fancy dinner plates and a hope chest. Even more disturbing, we haven't heard a single frickin' word from Goodwill. I normally don't say frickin', but here we are. Somebody compromising on their skills. But yeah, I like, I don't know, man. How do you guys want to die? And that's not a threat. Just a genuine question. What's the normal? This is like, dude, there's so much material that I had to cut for this thing, so it's like I'm gonna talk about death a lot up here. So either get on board with it or I'm gone. Like we're gonna talk about death and I don't care. All right, that's the only thing that's relatable to everybody. Show me one person who's non-binary against death. I'm never gonna die. I choose to be alive only. That's not gonna happen. So yeah, we're gonna jump into this full force. How do you guys want to die? I just shout it.
In bed.
That's weird. Most people say in their sleep, but he has other plans. He said in bed, and I was like, close enough. All right. No, yeah, that's most people. Most people want to die in their sleep. That's the big one. Most people want to die in their sleep because they're lazy or whatever. But, I don't know, yeah. My grandfather died in his sleep, which was, died peacefully in his sleep, which was really tough on my grandmother, because she died fully alert and aware that there was a killer in the house. And I talk about, they give you 2 sets of grandparents to kill off in your jokes. So I'm going to talk about my dad's dad, my other grandfather. My other grandfather never once mentioned me in his entire will, but brought up my name multiple times in his suicide note, so what a jerk. What a jerk, you guys. I just become like a old newsy boy. I'm like, hey, my grandfather never mentioned me in his will. What a jerk, you guys. All right. We already had the Frank Sinatra guy up here. It's cool. I don't know. I love you all so much. A very nice lady came up to me, and I was like, I need a mom hug. Go get a free mom hug, for Christ's sake. But, yeah, I could really use one right now, too. So, if anybody is a mom, or wants to be a mom, or just wants to be my mom, I'd really appreciate it right now. I could use it. Actually, my mom called, and she was like, Alex, how come you never visit? I'm like, Mom, I'm busy. I've been busy. I'm actually busy right now. I'll come visit soon. I promise I'll come visit during the holidays. That's really funny if you know that everyone in my family is a Jehovah's Witness. I haven't seen her in years. It's cool. Do you guys know that Jehovah's Witnesses are a cult? Are you guys aware of that? Jehovah's Witnesses 100% a cult. 100% a cult. Not just that, the Jehovah's Witnesses are the worst kind of cult, right? The kind that won't kill themselves. I don't know why you guys are upset. There's no Jehovah's Witnesses here. They do not like any of us. Straight up. Even if you don't like me right now, I'm still the funniest ex-Jehovah's Witness you've ever seen. So they're not known for their sense of humor or their pride parades. So yeah, I tell that joke because there's passion behind it, you know? I'm not saying I want my mom to kill herself, right? Just like all of her friends. Speaking my truth. They say speak from your heart, and this is what's in there. Bitterness.